homemade silencer. Call Marlo out here or I'll shoot you in the leg. Scream, I shoot you in the head.
Okay. Marlo, can you come out here for a sec?
Sit back down. Can't believe you fell for that. It's a 16th inch of plastic.
Hey, Marlo. How you been?
Please don't hurt my daughter.
Jane doesn't have to be involved in this. Come on, take a seat.
Why'd you send us to get killed in an ambush?
I don't know anything about an ambush. I'm sorry, what exactly is going on?
Shut up, Chad.
You smiled and gave me an address where a bunch of thugs were about to take us out. Now, either you're a chump or you gladly threw us into the lion's den.
When you found out we took out your guys, you skipped town and used Chad here as a human shield.
Can I just say?
Shut up, Chad.
I swear, I had no idea who or what was at the address I gave you. Our head of security got spooked when you guys came around asking questions. He told me to give you that address.
Oh, so now Langston's in charge, not Tony Swan.
No, he's the one trying to stop all this. If you knew Tony Swan, then you would know he'd never be involved in something like this.
Some of us do.
I hired Swan, jammed him onto Langston's security team.
Why?
Because the New Age's security team was incestuous. They were all former cops from the same precinct.
So you trusted Swan?
And I like to think that he trusted me too. That's why he came to me when he found something suspicious going on.
Little Wing.
How do you know about that?
We know about the missiles, Senator Lavoie, everything except how you fit into all this.
Well, I didn't fit into it. Not until Swan came to me. He'd realized that chips being uploaded with the Little Wing software were being flagged as defective in numbers outside normal margin of error. Quality control couldn't figure out why the failure rate kept creeping up, but management wanted to fulfill the Little Wing contract on time, and since the majority of the chips tested fine, we chalked it up to a processing error and kept cranking out product. But Swan thought someone in engineering had manipulated the testing board to randomly flag operational chips as defective.
Any idea who in engineering could have been involved?
There's scores of engineers. There's no way to know.
What about management? Board of directors, any of the suits, they in on it?
None of us knew anything. Langston always said we were all too busy counting our money to realize we were being robbed.
These chips that were being marked as defective, let me guess, 650 of them?
That sounds right. I told Swan to report his findings to Langston because I didn't know he was involved at the time, but Swan was cautious. He wanted to do some more digging. He said that he was going to bring in some of his trusted army friends to help.
Yeah, they were our friends too.
Did Swan ever report back about what they dug up?
No. I never heard from him again. He just disappeared.
Not necessarily. He was signing off on shipments as recently as yesterday.
He's alive?
Looks like it. Probably got him held somewhere, setting him up to take the rap for this thing.
You know, Langston's all about covering his Right after Tony went missing, he called me into his office. He said that as director of operations, I was in a unique position to help cover up whatever it was that Tony had exposed.
Cut yourself a sweet deal in the process. You found your bag of money.
He made me take that so that I wouldn't look clean in any of this.
Well, you could have just said no.
Langston is vicious. He was a detective for over 20 years, and he helped some very unsavory people avoid jail time just so he could keep them in his back pocket. I mean, like a biker gang.
Took care of them in Boston.
And a professional hitman and...
Brooklyn Cemetery.
And a lot of general lowlifes who would take someone out for a few bucks.
Buried in Atlantic City.
The things that he said he would have done to me and to my daughter. Can't even repeat it. That's why I ran. After two of you came around asking questions, I was afraid Langston would see me as a potential liability.
He doesn't like loose ends.
God knows what they're doing to him right now.
Half for what we'll do to him. You can go.
Thank you. Marlo, don't take this the wrong way, but find a hotel.
We're looking for someone who recently hijacked a truckload of Sam's. How complicated is it to install the Little Wing chips into him?
He'd need his engineer to demonstrate, but after that, he'd be fine on his own.
Be nice to know who his engineer is.
We'll find out soon enough. We just have to ask Langston.